Hello everyone, welcome back to the another videos. In this videos, we are going to see what is Spring Boot starter dependency. So this is the commonly asked interview question. So let's understand this. Here, a starter dependency called Spring Boot Starter is a pre-configured set of libraries that helps you quickly add functionality to your Spring Boot project. So what this means? So when you have created a Spring Boot project, so with adding a single dependency, you don't need to configure all the set of libraries. It will pre-configured and it will help you to run the Spring Boot project quickly. So basically, instead of searching for all required libraries one by one, you just add a starter and Spring Boot automatically includes everything needed. So what are the starters that we are going to see in upcoming videos? So here, why Spring Boot starter are useful? So they reduce configuration. So you don't need to add all the required jars into your application. It will save time. So basically, if you add one single dependency, you don't need to add a 10 to 15 transitive dependency to your Spring Boot application. It will manage all the dependencies. Then next, if you see no version conflict, because Spring Boot automatically manage dependency version, so you don't need to worry about the version conflict. It is easy to use. You just need to add one single dependency into the form.xml and that feature instantly added to your application. So what are the most common Spring Boot starter here? If you see Spring Boot starter web, so it will whenever you want to build REST API or web application, you just need to add this Spring Boot web starter, and it will automatically add the all the transitive dependency to your web application. Another example here is Spring Boot starter data API. Whenever working with database, you need to add this. So ThemeLib for the developing a MVC based app UI, you need to this add this. So these are the common example here. So real-time example, if you see, here are the directly dependency which we are adding in our application, and it will automatically this single Spring Boot started web dependency includes Spring MVC, Jackson library, Tomcat server. So what happen if you don't add this? Like previously, we have to configure Tomcat. We need to add Tomcat dependent web dependency. Then validation API also added, logging also added. Just logging instance you need to create, and you can like print the log like info debug level log. So that is the basic about Spring Boot starter dependency in Spring Boot. So whenever interview asks, you can explain these few points. So you have a in-depth knowledge about the Spring Boot starter dependency. That's all from this video, guys. I hope you like the content of the videos. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching this video.